G'day, g'day. I hope you guys are doing well. I had 7 Years by Lukas Graham requested, and it's doing really well on the charts, so I thought I'd check it out. It's a nice slow song for us on drums, but as often happens, there's some extra stuff that you can try and chuck in there if you're up for the challenge. So let's hop on the kit and I'll break it down. The drums in this song chop and change a fair bit, so I'm just going to play through a couple of the bars and give you the basic feel, and then hopefully you can grab what you need and play the song from there. To start with, there's a fill on beat 4 and it goes straight into like a verse. Sounds like this. So we've got those scratchy little ghost notes in there, and that's basically just applying a bit more pressure as you make your stroke to get a nice buzz. And to keep it nice and scratchy, you can kind of push in a little bit, just so it's not a very long buzz. Okay, going on from there, we move into the chorus, and that sounds like this. That fill at the end's quite cool. I'll play it one more time. The second half of that fill does get used a little bit in different variations. It's very similar, so if you just grab that and played it, it will definitely sound great. Otherwise, use your ears and see if you can work it out exactly like the song. Now, in our choruses, something pops up that I can definitely hear, but it's a little bit tricky to play. We've got a rim click going a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and. It's going through pretty much the entire song, and it is possible to play that underneath the beat. So let's break it down and see if we can work it out. So it's pretty awkward. What I'm doing is putting my left hand up onto the hi-hats when the snare drum is playing on beat 2 and 4, just because I think it's easier because you kind of get a bit of a wind-up coming off the hi-hats with your right hand. Other than that, it's just trying to get the coordination, I guess, to get that rim click happening while the beat's going as well. When does it go with the bass drum? When does it just go with the hi-hats? When do you have to play a snare drum? When do you have to play a snare drum right after the rim click? I'll play it up to speed. I just want to point out that I doubt if anybody plays that live because it is quite tricky and a bit, convoluted, I guess. So what's probably happening is they're either playing to a backing track or someone else is doing the rim click while the drummer just plays the groove. So it's purely for a challenge for you. If you want to get the song sounding exactly spot on, it is possible and you can do it. It sounds great. So check it out if you want to. Anyway, after that, the drums drop out and we go back to just our rim click, playing exactly the same pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when it builds back up, I can hear the bell of the ride cymbal playing quarter notes. The hi-hats are still going, so I think for us, the easiest way to keep all that going is to use the left foot playing eighth notes on the hi-hats, and then we can just concentrate on the quarter notes over on the ride cymbal. So that will sound like this. And then once again, the drums fade out, they drop out, and then we just have that really quiet outro, and that's the whole song. So there is a little bit in there. There's a few extra challenges if you're up for it, but otherwise, that's the basic stuff that you're going to need to play 7 Years by Lukas Graham. So happy practicing, and I'll catch you guys at the next lesson.